Oh, babe, did you enjoy this date? Yeah, I guess I might have gone a little overboard, but the restaurant wasn't that expensive. And I know how much you love those kind of live performances. So I couldn't help myself when I saw that the tickets were on sale. Plus, I've always wanted to bring you to this park. It's lovely this time of year. I needed you to see it just once. What can I say? You bring out my passionate side. It makes me want to go above and beyond for you. And you are definitely worth it. But the important thing is, you had a good time. I'm glad you did, because I have something to tell you. Well, normally it would be a question, but in our case, that won't be necessary. Oh, don't worry. It's nothing bad. Honestly, it's something I've been meaning to tell you for quite some time. No, I'm not pregnant. I would tell you something like that right away, believe me. No, no. It's something else. Although, maybe it's easier if I show you. But first, I'm a little thirsty. You want anything from that vending machine? Aw, damn it. Hold on, let me find the quarter. Oh, you don't have to bend down and help me. I got it. Well, since we're both down here, I guess I might as well give you this. Yep, that look on your face made all of this planning 100% worth it. I know that you know what this fancy little box is for, but still, let me say it. Darling, I know we've had our problems, our differences of opinions. We don't always see eye to eye, and not just because of our height difference. But it's a fact that when I say that these past few years have been the best years of my life, and I know that the rest of my years could be even better, as long as I get to spend them with you. Because I love you more than I've ever thought possible. So I've decided we're getting married. Yeah, like I said, I had something to tell you, not ask you. But that's okay. I know you like my forceful side. That's why I figured I shouldn't wait around for you to pop the question. It'd be faster and easier if I took care of things myself. Actually, I've given this a lot of thought. We already moved in together and split all the bills. We already know where we stand on starting a family, so we don't need to worry about that. And once this happens, our moms and dads will finally be able to send in peace. Amen. Ow, my shin! Sorry, I know our parents are still alive and well. I was just planning ahead. But really, they've been waiting since forever for us to make it official. Soon, they can finally stop pestering us. And lastly, the most important reason of all is I just can't take it anymore. I've made you mine physically. No doubt about that. I've made you mine mentally. I can tell your thoughts often drift to me. When you randomly give me a call, that subtle sense of urgency in your voice, I love it. And I can feel how fast your heart is beating. So I know I've made you mine emotionally. But it's not enough. There's just one more thing on the list. I need to make you mine legally. Our marriage certificate will be the most important piece of paper in the world. It'll be a priceless document for me to cherish for all time. Possessive? Oh, baby, that's such a strong word. Let's call it protective. What if another strong-willed woman decided she thought you were cute? Well, it's not really an if, more like when. It's only a matter of time before more women discover how adorable you are. In fact, plenty already have. You just have no idea. You really don't notice how people look at you every time we go to the farmer's market. I step away for 1 second and someone comes right up to flirt with you. Luckily, you're always too dense to realize it, which is kind of cute in its own way. Still a bit stressful, though. It must be nice to live without a care in the world. But for me, it's torture. Once we're married, I can put a ring on that finger to ward off those gluten-free vultures. Honestly, I couldn't find a single downside to us making it official. What about you? What do you think? See, exactly. Only good things can come of it. I'm so glad that we're on the same page. We're practically married already, so it won't be a huge adjustment. Leave my job? Why would I do that? So you can support me. Slow down there. It's not like we have a kid on the way to take care of. That won't be necessary. We're already used to our double income, so there's no real need to change that right now. If you really want to support me, you can support me emotionally. In other words, just keep being there for me the way you always have been. I know what you're trying to say, but we don't have to let those kind of norms dictate how we live our lives. Oh, I get it now. It's something your dad wanted you to say, isn't it? I love your father, but he's a cultural fossil. He doesn't understand just how much things have changed. I swear, if he saw me princess carry you out of our wedding chapel, he'd have a heart attack. And by the way, that's literally the only thing stopping me from doing it. I can't make any promises on what will happen once we get back home. But as far as my work is concerned, even if I'm married, I can still take control of my office as usual. I just can't see myself leaving my job to become a housewife. I mean it. I'm not going to end up being some dainty housewife who spends her days knitting doilies while she finishes doing the chores. Nothing against it, but it's not for me. Although, now that I think about it, I wouldn't really mind if you did all that. Yeah, I can see it now. I come home from an exhausting day at work and I'm greeted by the sight of you in an apron as you open the door for me. Suddenly all my fatigue just flies away. You say you need to finish preparing dinner, so you go back to the kitchen. But I decide you're the only meal I need, so I grab you from behind and I... The point is, I think I can see the appeal. It's a good thing this section of the park is pretty much empty. Maybe we should make it our spot. You know, come back here for special occasions. Something like that. What kind of occasions? Well, our anniversary, of course. What else? We can wait until after we're a happily married couple to figure out things like that. We can spend the rest of our lives thinking of the most ridiculous things to celebrate. Isn't that the mark of true happiness? Throwing all of your passion into something silly that only exist to please you and those you care about. I want to enjoy even more of that kind of happiness with you. Well, now that we have that part out of the way, let's go make it official. Yeah, right now. I mean, why not? I'm sure there's still a church open. That's all we really need, right? It's not? Okay then. How about tomorrow? Really? That's no good either. But what am I gonna do? All the talk about marriage just made me really want to get married. I mean, more than I did when I worked up the courage to propose, obviously. And now you're saying I have to wait for some silly ceremony that our parents will just complain about? I have to admit, that might be my least favorite part of the process. Although I am looking forward to seeing you at the altar. Oh, what do you mean you won't be wearing a wedding dress? Come on, it'll be fun. I'll have on a tux and you can walk down the aisle with the veil on and everything. It'll be hilarious. I mean, it'll just be so lovely. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's also gonna give your dad a heart attack for sure. Fine, we'll play it safe. We'll do it however you want, babe. It's your special day after all. The day I make an honest man out of you and announce to the world just how much I love you. Well, I'll do my best anyway. Words can't really do it justice. I guess that's what actions are for. So come on, let's head home so I can finish communicating how I feel. Oh, don't blush like that, cutie. I won't be able to wait until we get home. So we better hurry. I'll race you back to the car, and the loser has to pay for the venue. Ready? Go.